test. Alright, and welcome back. We are on part 4 of this Let's Play through the tutorial. Or not the tutorial, the storyline. So we left off with Destiny on Earth. Alright, I am intrigued by this. We will have a small detour. Oh, okay. Interesting. Now, I've never seen this before, so I have no idea what these are used for. But they must be useful for something. We have got to get new harvesting tools at some point, that is for sure. There's a lot of this. Alright, well that is for the Winter Village as well. Which, I still do not know where it's at. So, we'll just hang on to those for now and we'll head off to continue the storyline. Got someone chopping down trees over there. Getting on the good old grind. Alright, we're gonna have to head up and around. I'm gonna check this out. Or Calcum. Oh, okay. Got 300 meters and 150. Let off to the right first, and then we'll loop back around. Okay. Ouch. Was not expecting to fall into something like this. Alright. I was thinking that might have been my death there, but we have survived. And we live to go about another day. We are now constructing our heart gem. Okay, we have made our heart gem. Now back to Jonas. After this, I'm guessing you become a true soul warden to fight off the corruption. We will have to give up great sacrifice indeed.
Look at that! An empty heart gem almost brings a tear to my eye. Take a good look, because this thing is going to become part of you forever. A soul warden's power comes from creating distance in your soul, like a firebreak in the forest. The heart gem provides that barrier, inuring your soul against corruption. Not entirely. You can still fall to temptation or rage, but it offers protection, a buffer. Sadly, it also buffers against the taste of food, the warmth of sunlight, the love of another. Are you sure you're ready? Oh, that part is simple. Easier than it was, at least. You just have to die. That is the easy part. First, you must enter the Heart Watch and face its guardian. Then we will complete the ritual. Trust me now, and go.
Alright, not sure if I trust the whole dying process, but... I don't know the way in here. Alright. Boss battle time. Just make sure we're all set up. Alright, and here we go. What? Okay, this guy's just... He has a cheating barrier. Got it. Alright, now the fight begins. Indeed it does.
For this to work, you must surrender without reservation. Be still. The ritual is complete. For better or worse, you are now a true Soul Warden.
Alright, nothing like having your friend kill you, eh? I don't want to fight those guys.
Our path will not be so easily severed. You have shielded your heart, but not your mind. Your mind will guide you to me.
Welcome back, Soul Warden. You are now part of a legacy that goes back beyond the reach of history. You have done more than surrender a life. You have surrendered your own soul. I salute your sacrifice. The initiation of a new Soul Warden once called for a feast, attended by the entire Order. But with just the two of us, I suspect it would make for a rather dull affair. Yes, we must find allies as well. We needed to repeat the failed experiment of doing this alone. Such fools we were, to turn away those who sought to support us. Arrogance. The childish notion we were special, that we alone were destined to save the world. There was a priest who warned us, counseled humility, but we refused his suggestions and his support. A suitable start, I suppose. Brother Umberto trudged off to Brightwood, as I recall. It's a dark and dead forest now, but perhaps he remains there. Meet me at the Shadow Mine Shrine, and we'll go from there. I hoped time would bring new life to Brightwood, but it remains as dreary as it was 2 centuries ago. The Order was long gone by the time the darkness descended here. No, it was the cold curse of the soulless lost that brought misery to Brightwood. If Humberto was even still here by that time, then he may well have departed. That we must discover. I heard Umberto was ministering to the town of Walsham, now but a haunted remnant of what it was then. I will leave the investigation to your youthful vigor and meet you north of town. Good hunting, Warden.
Pastor Pruitt, it is with the utmost urgency and discretion that I author this note. Out of respect for your seniority in Walsham, I choose not to challenge you publicly, but I am disappointed nonetheless. These poor lost souls who have wandered into town may seem to have lost their humanity. But is this not a test of our faith? The decision to bury them seems to me a decision to surrender hope. There simply must be a more humane way to handle this. Please, let us at least discuss the matter. Brother Umberto. It is plain now that ignoring my concerns has cost this town dearly. Even the most
Oh
faithful are
no.
on the verge of despair. And as we've seen, that seems to be the true source of
Let's
this
see.
soulless plague. Our hollow prayers and efforts to bury these tragic
Let's
events
just sneak out
are
the
only
side
making
over
matters
here.
worse. I cannot bear to witness this tragedy unfold. I am told
We
a
cannot
faithful
sneak
knight
out the
who
side.
resides west in Ballad's Manor.
Okay.
Sir Galahad? I will seek him out, and if Providence affords, I will return with the hope
Okay.
and the strength to save our town. Brother Umberto.
I do not want to fight that. Ouch, and that is why I do not want to fight that.
It appears the town fell to the lost, primarily from within. No signs of any defense. I wonder if Brother Umberto sought aid from somewhere else. Sir Galahad, eh? The shining knight from the court of King Artorius himself. An honorable warrior, as I recall, but a bit squeamish regarding the requirements of becoming a soul warden. Many of the king's knights joined the Order, but of course, you know what happened to them. Galahad remained at Artorius' side, and now that I hear the name, I do recall hearing he resurfaced after the war. Some say King Artorius fell during the war. Others say he fled, and there were even whispers that he turned. Perhaps Galahad can shed light on the fates of both the king and Brother Umberto. Yes, there are a few townships and manors that way if they have not fallen lost, like Walsham. You go on ahead. I want to do a little scouting to the north. It's time I pull my own weight.
Alright.
I do not relish striking you down, my fellow vigilant, but it is my duty. May your soul find peace, brother. Another who's not fallen is a welcome sight in these parts. Come, warm yourself by my fire. Be wary, traveler. A great tragedy has occurred here. The good people who lived in these hills have fallen and turned into soulless lost. If you've come seeking family, or an old friend, I fear your journey may be in vain. Then there may yet be hope. Brother Umberto is a brave soul. He and I joined forces to defend these fair lands. But the story pains me to speak aloud. It is better if you read the account in my journal, just there. It was the dream of Avalon that led King Artorius to these shores. And of course, the wise counsel of the enchanter, Mirrodin. But the enchanter became obsessed with the island's mysteries. An insidious evil claimed his soul. The wars of Crimson Madness raged for a century. So many banners, all fallen to the corruption. I know not what transpired to end the conflict. We found no answers as to Mirrodin's fate. No trace of the High King. I sought new peace and purpose here in the Brightwood, but it would not last. A plague of soulless lost emerged. Brother Umberto and I formed the Bright Vigil to fight the darkness. But he stood alone when I left in search of my Lord King. I returned empty-handed to witness the results of my failure. The Vigil fallen to despair, and the Brightwood bright no more. Yes, friend. You are now acquainted with my regretful decision to abandon Umberto and go on a fruitless quest to find the king. My only desire now is to atone for my mistakes, but I'm not sure where to begin. Indeed, I would like nothing more than to find company in this lamentable endeavor. If you are willing to overlook my failed duties to the Vigil, then I will heartily accept your offer. It was among these townships and the nearby manor that Umberto and I founded the Vigil. I know the manor well. I will search there for clues, and you can search the towns. May the light be with us both.
Alright, well, we got our first clue to look for Umberto. Sounds like a solid starting point. Let's head on out.
Umberto's journal, March 17th. A cold wind blows instead of spring, and the trees of Brightwood dry and devoid of leaves. Poor Pastor Pruitt fell lost, along with the rest of Walsham. And now the lost are appearing here in Gravesend. Since Gallagher, 7 knights have left the Vigil, and I have begun recruiting and training the local townsfolk as new vigilants. They've taken to calling themselves shadow hunters, and I won't discourage you. Anything that keeps them hopeful is welcome, Umberto. Umberto's journal, June 8th. It is the peak of summer, but it remains cold, and crops wither in the field. It seems every week we awaken one morning to find another of the townsfolk has fallen lost. Despite my misgivings, I've come to accept the only solution is to bury them. Strange as it may be to see graveyards on Aeternum, my greater concern is that they will soon be widespread. Umberto.
Ah, it is good to see you, young warden. I have bad news. I found a large force of corrupted to the east. Sir Galahad has informed me that corruption has claimed the manor as well. Sir Galahad continues the search in a town just north. The Bright Knight refuses to believe the corrupted have again become a greater threat. But you and I know better, and we cannot simply walk away. We must try. I hope to find only simple pockets of the corrupted, but they appear to be consolidating. I suggest you enter the manor and strike down the corrupted commander. It could buy us time.
You must! Understand why you reject corruption. Is there someone telling you to do this? Lying to you about everything?
I welcome your aid for Umberto's sake, but I did not realize you were a soul warden. During the wars, your order insisted on the delusion that the Crimson Madness could not be defeated. Your friend Jonas now claims it's returned. Yes, some corrupted still linger, but I assure you, the Crimson Sorcerer is long gone. What matters most, however, is that we're united in seeking Brother Umberto. To me, it's clear. The darkness consuming the Brightwood is the Lost. Umberto and I swore to fight it, and I will honor that oath. Nothing to explain how this entire region fell to the Lost. Just horrific stories as so many succumbed to despair. There is evidence Umberto and the Vigil abandoned this place, but no indication where they went. Very well. I have a few more houses to search in Wolfsegg village. The Vigilants were apparently burying Lost in a nearby graveyard. You should check there, and then we'll rejoin the old man. Hopefully, with answers.
Alright. Next part. Making good progress, I'd say.
Condemnation of the Stott family. Let it be known that the Stott family committed crimes against the community by conspiring to hide the fact that certain members of the household had fallen lost. Unsurprisingly, the plague spread, and we now commit the entire family to the earth. Let it be known that the Stott family's keep at Cairdan has been seized by the Bright Vigil, Grand Vigilant Umberto.
Some of these enemies follow you really far.
You have arrived just in time, young soul warden. I was becoming quite concerned.
Yes, the courageous soul we've both been waiting for. Your friend Jonas is rather disturbed about the presence of the corrupted in these parts.
You are putting it mildly, Sir Knight. Seeing such numbers this far south is a sign all of Aeternum is in grave danger.
Perhaps, but at the present, I'm more concerned about tracking down Brother Umberto. Seems he left here seeking some fortress. Yes, I remember the place. The fortress of Caer Dun lies some distance from here, however. Why there, I wonder? I will go straight away, and leave you to sort out truth and fiction with Jonas. Have no fear. If I find Umberto, you'll be the first to know.
I feel guilty saying it, but I am relieved to see the knight depart. He clings to his ignorance with unwavering assurance. The corrupted are here in force, just as I suspected. There is a ranger nearby who has confirmed it. That is what you must investigate. I suggest you start in the mine. It could very well be something buried here. Find out what the corrupted are seeking, and then meet me in the town of Calvary to the east.
Alright, off to the mine. Oh no. Alright, that Alaska's kinda strong. And he hurts quite a bit. Oh, okay.
Hazel, does it not feel right? Take that morsel from me. In return, I only ask you consider the feast I am offering.
I was on the verge of going to search for you, to apologize. I doubted both you and the old man, but I was wrong. On the way to Aeternum, I witnessed firsthand the size and activity of the corrupted forces here in the Brightwood. On that matter, I am as yet undecided. Finding Umberto is still my first priority. Aeternum offered more questions than answers. Something dark happened there, and it now lies vacant, perhaps even cursed. I've been inquiring around town whether anyone here was a witness to the Vigil's fall. But when I saw Jonas, I knew it was my duty to make amends to you both. The old man has more courage than good sense. He's gone to ascertain whether the corrupted have a presence in Great Cleave. I urged him to wait, but he refused. I suggest you head north right away to ensure his safety. I will continue to seek answers regarding Umberto and the Bright Vigil. Go on and assist the old man. If the light is with me, I will have answers by the time you return.
gonna sign into the end here.
Let me welcome you to the Vigil's room.
And we're gonna head off. Oh. I'm thinking... I want to see if we can get some better weapons to do more damage. Maybe I go to the workshop instead. Make my own weapon. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna take a break for a second. I'll be back in a few hours. I will definitely start the live stream again to anyone watching. So we'll pick off exactly where we leave off. And that'll be that for right now. See you all in a little bit.